Welcome back to my Tibia diary. I have continued to farm the Percht Queen almost every day during the winterlight solstice, which is coming to an end. I did end up being lucky and obtained 2 Percht skulls from her, which I could use to unlock the dark and cold Percht sleigh mounts. Overall, the boss did give me some pretty decent gold each day. I can sell a lot of the items on the market as they're purely used by paladins and mages or are decoration. I finished off my weekly task for Minotaur mages in the Foreigner's Quarter of Yalahar. I also continued my mutated bat and tiger tasks in Zao. I looted plenty of bat wings. After obtaining an additional Bone Lord eye and a fish fin, I was able to continue the Ice Islands quest, which I need to progress on to continue my Yalahar questline. I worked on the Ice Islands questline until I was able to buy the animal cure for the mission of the Yalahar questline in the Arena Quarter. I continued doing the missions for Azarus Up until he sent me to kill the Quara leaders in the Sunken Quarter. I tried fighting my way through the Quaras, but they were respawning way too quickly, so I had to stop for now. I did return to the factory quarter, and this time I got lucky with the nail drops from the worker golems. I ended up looting enough nails to finally start the hidden city, a Beregar questline. I traveled to Fenrock and delved deep in the underground until I arrived at the city. I completed all the quests, from the dwarves up to and including the Royal Rescue mission, in which Emperor Rihau asked me to find his son Rihan, who was captured by trolls. I was rewarded the dwarven legs, which are a huge upgrade for me as they provide 3% physical protection. I did not yet complete the Pythias the Rotten quest for the Firewalker boots, as it requires level 100, so I will have to come back here in the future. Afterwards, I did work on the Goblin Assassin weekly task, which was camped quite a bit by other players, as the respawns are limited. I turned in the Mutated Tiger task, after which I was able to accept the Brimstone Bug task, which I can combine with the Wailing Widow task. There is a very nice spawn on Krailos, which I tested. Brimstone bugs are quite strong, but I was able to do some progress there. Afterwards, I did some more bounty tasks around Port Hope, such as the Dwark Venom Snipers and the Carnophilas. I did end up finishing the Mutated Bat task in Zao and faced their boss Bruce Payne in the Alchemist Quarter in Yalahar. Before I continued tasking, I decided to turn in my medicine pouches in Venner. I did not get lucky with the addon items for the afflicted outfit, so I will have to farm a lot more swamp trolls in the future. I headed to the Forbidden's Temple in Anchormon to loot a few pirate voodoo dolls of the cult members. The spawn is pretty fast, and they offer some great overall loot as the rope belts can be used for imbuing. During my hunt, I did kill a fiendish cobra which dropped a greater mystic gem for druids, which I was able to sell on the market. After I looted the 5 pirate voodoo dolls, I made my way to Miriana, where I did the questline to access the pirate island Nargor. I did some basic quests, but need to loot a full pirate set to continue. The biggest issue with the pirate set is the pirate boots that are only dropped by the pirate corsairs, which have very few spawn points. There is, however, a mini-world change on Krailos, where pirates shipwreck on the beach, so I'm waiting for this event to trigger to farm the pirate set. I decided to increase the difficulty level of my bounty tasks from beginner to adept, and started out by doing the Night Stalker task in the mountain range northeast of Liberty Bay. I was then given another Dwarf Venom Sniper task, as well as a Salamander task in Venner. During one of my daily runs of the Goblin Merchant questline in the Venner Swamp, I ended up unlocking the Stone Refiner spawn, hidden deep inside the underground. I did a short hunt before doing the Valkyrie bounty task. I then got to do the Bone Beast bounty task in the Addon Hero Cave, which was relatively free this time around, so it ended up being a very short task. After that, I was given the Swarmer bounty task, which I did on the surface of the hive on Grey Island. It was a pretty rough task as the other insectoids damaged me for a lot. As I was running low on cash, I checked my stash and started selling off items which can be needed for the weekly task turn-in, as they have some pretty decent value. I must keep any items that I may need for the task myself in the future, but any excess above the task requirement I sold on the market. Particularly the battle shields from the Minotaur task sold for a pretty decent amount. Now that I was liquid again, I explored the Spider Cave in Port Hope, as I had accepted the giant spider task. It was eventually claimed by someone else, so I made my way to Banuta and worked on the Ape City Questline. I progressed up until I could enter the Forbidden Lands in the northeastern part of the jungle, as this area also contains a pretty decent giant spider spawn, which I hunted for a bit until my bounty task was completed for them. Afterwards, I did a whole bunch of bounty tasks. I started off with the Bone Lords in Liberty Bay and continued with the Orc Berserkers in the Edrin Orc Cave. I then accepted the Clay Guardian's bounty, which I decided to do in the lower parts of the Medusa Tower in Port Hope. The monsters on the ground floor were a bit stronger than I expected, so it finally happened. I died for the first time. I quickly reblessed myself and continued hunting the Clay Guardians, this time using firebombs to not get overwhelmed. I then continued with the Haunted Treeling task, which I did in the Dryad Gardens of Komaya, and finished off the evening with the Goblin Scavenger task in the Goblin Cave near Edrin. The next day I had to complete a new set of weekly tasks, which I quickly took care of. I did the Blood Crab task first, and then accessed the Malada Isle to hunt Quorumantassan scouts and bog raiders in the underground section. I then continued with the Termite and Lion task in Ankramon. Finally, I had the Deepling Worker task, which required me to start the Liquid Black quest to access the Deepling area Fihonia. The Deepling warriors were quite strong for my level, but I managed to complete the quest up to the point after which I could access the Deepling workers, which were much weaker. I continued with a quick Rotworm bounty task, after which I was given the Pirate Corsairs bounty task. As I have to hunt them regardless for my pirate set to continue the questline for Raymond Striker, I discovered that the pirates sometimes shipwreck on the beach of Krailos. The map in the Cyclopedia shows you when the raid is happening if you have fully discovered Krailos, so I started working on that. I did the Survival of the Strongest quest for the Ogre Grubach in the southern mountain range of Krailos during the discovery of the island. I also hit level 97 and was able to finish my first quarter of the Wheel of Destiny, as I had bought some additional points from the hunting task points. I fully unlocked the Conviction perk that reduces my mana cost of Fierce Berserk by 30, my currently strongest spell, which I had just recently learned at level 90. In the evening, I did another giant spider hunt until player Oris Katildon came into my spawn. I was about to leave, but he still transferred me 25 Tibia coins to buy the spawn off me, which was very nice of him. As I do not want external help, I gifted the coins to my wife Aurelia Bollwerk. The next day I continued doing some quests around Krailos to unlock the depot and help the ogres get access to water. I did a short Wailing Widow and Brimstone bug hunt on the island. I was then lucky enough for the pirate shipwreck mini-world change to occur on Krailos. I completed the Pirate Corsairs task and ended up looting pirate boots to finish off my pirate set. I continued Raymond Striker's missions to unlock the pirate outfit and accepted the pirate task. I have now set the pirates as my preferred bounty monster and hope to unlock the second preferred bounty slot soon, so I can combine Raymond's task with bounty tasks. To unlock more preferred task slots, I will have to do a few more bounty tasks, so I did the thorn-backed tortoises on the Laguna Isles and the brimstone bug task in a cave on Zao. I kept working on my bounty tasks. Next in line was the gang member task, which I did in the trade quarter of Yalahar. After turning in the task, I hit level 100. I continued my bounty tasks and did the Gnarlhounds on Zao, the pirate marauders in Nargor, the assassins in the Dark Cathedral, the ghouls in the Forgotten Tomb below Stoneholm, the bears near Venner, and the mad scientists in the Magician Quarter of Yalahar. This allowed me to purchase my second preferred bounty slot, which I set to Pirate Cutthroats. I am now farming the third slot to also put the Pirate Buccaneers as my preferred bounty task. I have already done the bounty tasks for Dwarf Soldiers in Khazard-dûm, Carnophilas in the laboratory near Banuta, as well as the Pirate Buccaneers in Nargor. I will continue to focus on my bounty tasks for the near future, as I'm enjoying the variety in creatures I get to hunt. I am also hopeful that I will be able to upgrade my gear a bit more with some quests soon. Thank you for watching, and I will see you soon with my next update.